Hey folks, Matt from ArtOfTheImage.com. So in our last video we looked at 5 reasons you may want to buy the new Canon 6D over the Canon 5D Mark III. In this video I'm going to give you the 6 main reasons you may want to buy the 5D Mark III over the Canon 6D. Now the first is the sensor. You get 2 more megapixels at 22 megapixels over the 6D's 20 megapixels. So the 5D Mark III is giving you 22. Now this is a slight advantage, but an advantage nonetheless. You get a little more megapixels, a little more ability to crop, and it should be close on high ISO. I think we're going to see the nod going to the 6D on high ISO, but the nod goes to the 5D here on number of megapixels. Second point in favor of the 5D Mark III over the 6D is that the 5D Mark III has 61 autofocus points versus the 6D's 11. So we should see better autofocus out of the Canon 5D Mark III in comparison to the Canon 6D. How much better in real working situations remains to be seen. I think you're going to find the Canon 6D is still an excellent camera for autofocus, but in certain situations the 5D Mark III will have the edge. The third reason you might want to choose the 5D Mark III over the Canon 6D is a slightly nicer LCD screen. Basically the same number of pixels, about 1,000,000, but a 3.2-inch LCD, which is the newer size, on the 5D Mark III versus a 3-inch on the Canon 6D. It's not a big point, but a slight nod to the 5D Mark III here. The fourth point in favor of the Canon 5D Mark III is viewfinder coverage. The 5D Mark III has 100% viewfinder coverage, whereas the Canon 6D only has 97%. Again, not a big point, but 100% is obviously better than 97%, and for some people this might be a real sticking point. The fifth point for the Canon 5D Mark III over the Canon 6D is frames per second speed. The Canon 5D Mark III shoots at 6 frames per second, and the Canon 6D shoots at 4.5 frames per second. Again, not a huge difference, but for those that really feel they need the additional speed on their frames per second speed, the 5D Mark III does have the edge. It's not just 1, it's 1.5 frames per second. So if you're a sports shooter or animal wildlife or situations where you really find you're machine gunning your camera, the 5D Mark III is going to give you that slight edge. The sixth benefit of the 5D Mark III over the 6D is the dual card slots. The 5D Mark III has compact flash and an SD card slot. I always like it when the cameras have the 2 card slots, although in this situation I would have preferred the 5D Mark III had 2 SD slots. In any case, it's better than the 6D's single SD card slot. Not a killer for the 6D, but definitely an advantage for the 5D Mark III. So there's your 6 reasons, folks, why you might want to buy the Canon 5D Mark III over the Canon 6D, despite the big price difference of $3,500 versus $2,100. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Some new videos, some new articles. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the world of photography here at ArtOfTheImage.com. Thanks a lot, folks.